So the first thing I wanted to do was talk a little bit about a couple of the simple knots that I use when I go fishing. Now, they're pretty standard, but very strong and very reliable. I have never broken off on anything. Um, so this first knot that we're going to go through real quick is called an improved clinch knot. And so here's my hook. And then first I'm going to go through the eye. And I'm using a yellow braid just so that it's easier to visualize. So we went through the eye, and then we're gonna go around anywhere from five to 7 times, depending on the strength of your line. So I generally use a 30-pound fluoro for when I'm trying to catch sharks and rays. And then when I'm using something like when I'm going for something like perch or croaker, I'll use maybe a 12-pound monofilament. So it just depends. And it's basically what you're comfortable with. But I've never broken off with anything when I do like 5 or 6 twists. So now you can see that you have a hole here. So with this tag's end, we're gonna go through the hole. And then now you see we have something that looks like this. And then we're gonna go through this second hole that we just made. And then we give it a nice gentle tug. Oops. Like that, okay? And then the more we tug on it, it's gonna start cinching in and getting closer. And with braid, it's not as slippery, so I didn't wet it, but you'd wanna wet it. So let me do that real quick, okay? So you wet the line so that it slides better, and I might have to actually just pull it down like this. There we go. There you have it, guys. So here's an up close, and I'll cut this tag off here. And by the way, I love this boomerang tool. Comes with a little clip so you can put it on your pants or on your backpack or anything. And it cuts braid and cuts mono like super nice. And it locks in place like this. If you can tell, there's like serrated edges here. See those serrated edges? So yeah, I got that on Walmart. So here's a second knot that I use on a regular basis, and I usually do it when I'm in a crunch because either I want to get my line out there as quickly as possible, or I just have a limited amount of time, and this is called the Palomar knot. So we're gonna go through the loop or the eye, and then we're gonna go back into the eye, this direction. And you're creating yourself essentially something that looks like this. And give yourself a little leeway here because this is where you're gonna have to do a single knot. So you're gonna go under or over, whatever you prefer. Just make sure you keep these lines separate. It's kind of hard sometimes. That's why you want enough leeway here because you're gonna go under through or over and through, and then create something that looks like this. Okay, and then this end, the loop end, you're gonna put your hook through it. And then make sure everything at the end is just all bunched up here. Now again, with braid, it's not as slippery as like a fluoro or mono. So you're gonna have to tug a little bit hard. You're probably gonna have to put some, get it wet or something, right? But here we go. And there you go. There's your Palomar knot, guys. It's really easy. Something quick. I just keep practicing every day to see if it gets better and quicker. The faster that line is soaking in the water, the more chances of you catching something. So there you go. Take care.